Starmine.
Hey everybody, welcome to the StarminePodcast, episode 9. I'm David.
Hey, it's Nick.
And I'm John, Air1355.
And we're back again. We're going to try to do a more normal schedule. Nick and John are back on talking terms, so we can do all of us at once.
Yeah, that conflict's over.
I don't remember what even was the conflict.
Well, then why'd you kill all those people, John?
You know, I forgot that too. It's in my past.
Well, I'm glad one of us has gotten over it.
Oh,
Those families are grieving for those people.
glad
sure
John has some repressed memories now. That's good.
So yeah, how were your guys' week or so?
It was alright.
Pretty good.
Did you do anything? Are you gonna, just answer my questions like they're rhetorical?
Maybe. I don't know. I made a terrible life choice and started playing WoW.
My goodness. Like, playing it again, like, after a while, or, like, for the first time?
I played it for, like, a month back in 2008. When my brother was super hardcore into it. I was watching him play. I'm like, that looks fun. And then I lost all interest. And since I was just starting PTI at that time, that was probably a good idea to quit that. But, yeah. So, Hearthstone, I saw an announcement that if you buy the collector's edition of WoW, you get a card back. I'm like, I don't know if I even like WoW, but I really want that card back. Hearthstone is a gateway drug.
It's the drug that keeps on giving, I guess.
So I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's no way I can spend $65 on a collector's edition of an expansion for a game I don't play. So I'm going to try it and see if I like it. Because someone gave me an item a year or so ago that gave me all the expansions for free.
Oh, wow.
I played that for a single day and then played again. And then I made him waste that item. So, I'm sorry. He would have got something if I subscribed, but that wasn't in the cards. But I've actually played it with the intention of giving it time to see if I would actually like it enough to justify buying an expansion.
So now it's literally in the cards that you might do it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is terrible. I saw that announcement. I would have never even thought about it if it wasn't for the tie-ins that Blizzard does to all their other properties, where if you're really into one of them, you eventually just start playing the other ones.
And I haven't played any of them. What does that say about me?
Stay clean.
Okay.
Avoid
I play like Warcraft.
That was before they put their dirty hooks into addicting you. Help.
How many expansions does World of Warcraft have now?
5-ish? I don't know. I didn't play for any of them, so it's interesting. Going back into it, I'm playing an entirely different class. I realized that I played a hunter, which is what my brother played, and I don't like that. I found out because I'm having a lot more fun playing as a warrior. Outside of that, I have no idea. I spent way too much time playing it 2 days. It's a lull between when like NHL 15 comes out, I think next week, and then who knows? We'll see how long this lasts. If it continues on, or if I never play it again. It was only $15 for a month.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
So, just
World of
WoW
Warcraft.
and Hearthstone. That's all you've been doing?
I've been trying to finish the Ace Attorney game that I had since last October, which I realize is almost a year now, because the new one came out, and it's on my shelf, sealed, with the second Danganronpa game, which is still sealed, which I've yet to play.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I have never even played it, so I don't know.
Dragonropa? Is that what you said?
I don't know. Crazy Japanese words.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so that's sealed on my shelf, and I've yet to play the first one. I pre-ordered both at the same time because I'm like, these are games that are in the genre style that I enjoy playing on handhelds, and then I never played them. But now both are here. They were released like 4 or 5 months apart. I have a problem. I'm buying games and I'm not playing them.
I've had that problem. It's okay. I think we all have.
We all have Steam accounts, so we definitely don't have that problem.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about my Steam account. You're making it worse.
What are you up to? Like 300, 400?
I think I'm like 350 games I've yet to play.
It's pretty good.
That's also counting all the like episodes 1 through 5 of like Telltale games.
Yeah, I know I have over 120 or something like that, but I have all of Sam and Max, which is like 3 seasons, 5 episodes each, so that's a good 15 games there, you know?
Yeah.
So is that all you've been doing, John?
I think I covered Watch Dogs last time, right? Finishing
Pretty
that?
well.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I talked about that last time. But yeah, outside of that, no, haven't played anything else.
Cool. How about you, Nick? What have you been up to?
I finally finished Ocarina of Time, so I guess my childhood is finally complete.
It's all downhill from here, dude. No.
I know. I do want to play the other Zeldas now, though, because, I mean, I'm actually, like, really glad I finally got to play and finish that game. I love the ending, and the final boss, like, actually surprised me. Like, what's really surprising is the fact that the game is so old, and I managed to not know anything about the story or what was going to happen. So when the final boss like caught me by surprise, that was actually something that legitimately, like, I don't know, made me feel good that I didn't know about it. So now that I'm done that, I want to check out the other Zelda games. Like, my friend let me play like 10 minutes of Majora's Mask, and I already want to play the crap out of that one.
I've yet to play that.
Yeah, it's really, really bizarre, and I kind of like that surreal aesthetic that a lot of games don't have. Like, so many games, like, they try to do the bizarre, weird thing, and it doesn't quite work out, whereas Majora's Mask, it's bizarre in context of its own lore and universe. But yeah, I want to play all of them now. And other than that, I picked up Dishonored again. Like, I haven't played it in like 2 years. I got it when it first came out, and like I just decided, you know what? I never finished that game. Why don't I pick it up again? It was surprisingly easy to get back into it. If you haven't played it, it's just like kind of a game like Thief, I guess, where it's like a stealth, kind of a gothic type game.
I've never played it, but I've seen a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, it has the art style of like Half-Life 2, though, which is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It has a lot of cool abilities that are neat to fool guards and stuff with. Like the blink ability, where you can just kind of teleport.
Good times.
Yeah, that's about it, though. Dave?
Well, since you were so kind to ask, I pretty much beat everything there is to beat on Revengeance now.
Oh, yeah.
Did the Jetstream Sam and the Blade Wolf stuff. Played a few of the VR missions, at least. But yeah, it was all good fun. Blade Wolf was probably my favorite out of the 2 extra missions, but it was also the easier, which was kind of disappointing.
I have yet to play either of them.
They're kind of a cool little backstory thing for the missions, for the main mission, but I mean, it's nothing too interesting. Sorry?
You get to play as Blade Wolf?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like pre-Raiden conversion. They even got Sunny to come back for some voice acting at the end.
Oh.
Yeah. Little story elements, you know. Weird stuff.
It's so weird. It's a Metal Gear game with DLC. It's a weird thing.
It's free DLC, though. So
yeah.
okay.
Still.
Oh, that stuff's free?
Yeah.
Why haven't I downloaded it yet? I thought it was all pay-for stuff.
No, all the costumes and the VR are extra. Their VR is like $10, and then like the costumes are all like $1 or $2 each. But those two are free.
I might have to go download that.
Yeah, do it. And Nick, you go play the game.
Yes.
I know.
You need
I just gotta pick it up. That's all.
You need to replay it and just call Kodak way too much.
Yeah, you get an achievement for it.
Really? I didn't
For a
get
trophy,
to that point.
Yeah.
It is.
Really?
Yeah, there is so much more lore in that game than like Metal Gear Solid 4. Like in terms of just calling people and getting backstory and random, like you learn a lot about how deep into the whole economy and lifestyle cyborgs are. It is really weird to hear them talk about like, yeah, there's people who just do that so they can make a living. Doing
That's
construction and stuff like that.
Construction cyborg.
Nanomachines to help you be a teamster better.
Actually, there's not too big a mention of nanomachines in the game.
Yeah, I think...
That's surprising.
Well,
It's only one or two.
to be fair, before Metal Gear Solid 4, nanomachines was mentioned very minimal.
Yeah.
And then Metal Gear Solid 4 happened, and Kojima had to go explain away
Everything.
everything. Yeah, everything. And the only thing that makes any sense is magic. And what's magic in Metal Gear? Nanomachines.
I'm wondering how he's going to explain that horn lodged up in Big Boss's face.
It's something from an explosion.
It must be shrapnel from the...
Yeah, it's shrapnel from
You
an
could
explosion.
see it's like growing though in the one trailer.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's like weird.
I think that was the Diamond Dogs where he's on the motorcycle, though. I think that was just kind of I'm sure there'll be some context for that.
Yeah.
He has full control over his shrapnel. When he gets angry, it just pops out a little.
Maybe.
Don't mind him. He popped the shrapnel. That was bad.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What else do you do?
That's what I had literally like just finished Blade Wolf maybe an hour ago. But other than that, been watching my fiance play Lego Batman.
Those games are hard. Don't let them fool you.
She's been having a good time with that, but I also just ordered Virtua Fighter 4, the final like version of it for arcades.
Oh.
I forget what it's called, but it was like $40 and for the Naomi.
Man,
So
I played that game on the PS2.
yeah, well, I'm gonna play it on my arcade machine whenever I build that.
I sucked at it, but I will totally play against you.
Well, I got Marvel vs. Capcom too, so I mean,
Wow.
plenty of games on there.
I'm sure that was cheap.
Actually, Ikaruga was the most expensive one.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I paid more for I paid more for Ikaruga than I did my PS3.
Yep.
Yeah, your silence pretty much says it. I don't know why, but I bought it. I bought Ikaruga. I wanted Ikaruga, so I bought it.
You figure if you buy the most expensive one first, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Well, downhill in terms of cost, not downhill. Could be both. Could be both downhill in terms of your financial stability.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got Jambo Safari, too, so that's my favorite arcade game of all time.
What is that?
No one's ever played. Jambo Safari. They made a Wii game out of it. It wasn't very good. They made a 360, or they made a 3D, or just a regular DS game out of it as well, and I own that one. But yeah, it's my favorite arcade game of all time. It's like the only one I'm actually really good at.
Can't say I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, but wiring, that's going to be a pain in the ass, so it's going to be a while until I get to play that one.
How long until you get the Star Wars Trilogy arcade game?
I don't think that came out on Naomi.
No, I know it didn't. I just love that thing so much.
Yeah, I do like that cabinet. I first played that cabinet on a cruise ship.
Oh, wow.
And wasted like $20 on a cruise ship. Could have been doing a bunch of other stuff, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play this.
Hey, you had the foresight to know that that game was one of a kind, and you wouldn't be able to see it for a while.
Well, it's not one of a kind. There's a place.
It's only one.
Well, a few times my fiance and I have gone to Virginia Beach. There's one in the one arcade there.
Hey, I've had some trouble finding that. I've only seen it like 2 times ever in my life.
You just gotta go to the right places, man.
I know.
Like Flipper McCoy's in Virginia Beach.
Like in the middle of the ocean.
What?
You're on a cruise ship, right? Middle of the ocean?
Oh, okay.
That was a... I'm on fire today.
He's on fire!
Wasn't sure where you were going with that. But yeah, anyways, that was pretty much my week. So I guess we'll move on to a little bit of short news stuff here. Did you hear about Titanfall's new game mode?
No, David.
It's called the Pilot Skirmish.
Oh.
So they've literally taken the only thing that was interesting and different about their game, stripped it out, and made a new game mode out of it.
So they made a Call of Duty version of Titanfall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which
it's 8 versus 8, no AI grunts or whatever specters are, and no Titans.
Which was made by the people who originally made Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've gone full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Like, they were trying to make this, like, the super dude bro shooter game, but make it futuristic with giant robots. And then they're like, hey, people don't like that. Maybe we should just make it what everyone knows and loves. Yay.
Yeah, there's some people that I assume are excited about it. I don't know.
I don't know. Do people care about Titanfall? Is that a thing people care about?
Apparently,
No, no one does. Like, I heard they got rid of a lot of the different choices in the multiplayer hoppers because there just weren't people playing the modes.
Oh.
Oh boy. Do you remember that time the guy from Cards Against Humanity insulted the game to the community manager's face? It's a good time.
Yeah, that was good. That was, he was right.
He was.
I don't recall that.
It was at PAX East.
Oh.
It was Max, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was Max. It was like,
he was basically saying, like, yeah, we'll get back together and do a Titanfall pack later on, you know, if you guys are still relevant. And everyone went, ooh, it was great.
And everyone, like, she looked like, yep, you're right. That was the look on her face.
Yeah, she looked pretty defeated.
Yep.
But anyways, the next little thing of news here is, did you hear about the one piece of Destiny DLC?
That it's only available to people who have pre-ordered Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Destiny on the same console, right?
I believe so. I don't know about the same console thing, but
why?
I mean, it's something very, very simple. It literally is just adds a yellowish glow to your armor.
Yeah, it's all cosmetic. It doesn't even matter.
But still,
I know the fact that it exists is bullshit.
The fact that, you know, it's a multi-game pre-order bonus. Like, do you get anything for? I don't even know that you get anything for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Activision never change.
That is taking it to a level I hope no one else goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, it's Activision.
Hopefully this is the turning point. Hopefully this is where we say, okay, guys, this is getting disgusting. We need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Here, give GameStop your $5 loan with no interest.
Hooray!
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's kind of disgusting and weird. I don't like that at all.
Me either.
But speaking of Destiny,
Mm-hmm.
Nick, you're super excited about Destiny.
I am
right?
super excited about Destiny.
John, what's your opinion of Destiny?
I played the alpha, and then I didn't have any urge to play it again.
Okay, and now, personally, I have never played or really seen anything except for a few trailers for it, so I have no idea about it. And Nick here is going to try to convince us to try playing it again.
Hey, wait. I'm not going to try to convince you. If you don't want to play, you don't have to play it. It's cool.
You're allowed to try to convince us, though.
Okay, well, I can make a point as to why I think I'm excited for it. And that's the simple fact that I had a shitload of fun playing the beta. I mean, I just did. That might have just been the fact that I had friends to play with and like was constantly playing with them, but I really did. I just liked wandering around on Old Russia or whatever, and just like chilling, sitting down, waiting for people to pass by, seeing what the hell they're up to, and then following them, see what they're gonna do if an event triggers or whatever. I don't know. It was just really comfy. It's a really comfy game.
What do you mean? What do you mean by comfy?
I mean, like, you can just... If you don't want to play it for a bit, you can put it down, and just let your friends... wait for your friends to get on.
Let your friends out-level you?
Let your friends out-level... No.
And then, no, you're going to be rushed into playing. All your friends just be level... What? Is the level cap like 30?
It's weird. It's like there is a level cap, but then you can, like, keep leveling still. Like, you can get points to level up special stuff. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it definitely keeps going after you hit the level cap.
Maybe like Paragon levels in Diablo 3.
Yeah, or like the... have you ever played Guild Wars?
Nope.
Well, they're like the level cap in that is like 20, but you can like still get like special points to get special abilities after you hit level 20.
Okay.
So at that point, do you really need a level system, or should you just have like a skill system that you level up?
Yeah, like Dark Souls or something.
Yeah.
I imagine. I don't know. Well, I can't really say because I don't know how exactly it works, because the level cap in the beta was 8. And you could still get stuff after you... Like, you could still get new powers and stuff after you hit 8, but you couldn't progress in the story or progress in certain areas. Like, enemies will be completely invincible until you hit a certain level. Stuff like that.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't know, it's just kind of like a barrier thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Keep you out of the certain areas.
You should be able to at least kill it if you were like ready to dedicate 15 hours on just shooting it.
Well, that might have just been in the beta. I don't know if that's how it's going to be in the full game. A bunch of stuff could change.
Okay.
So it's World of Warcraft with guns?
Actually, I would say that's the closest thing you could probably say it is.
Okay. Well, that GameStop commercial is annoying. I don't like it.
Which one?
The one where the dude runs around in the stupid little bike.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the live action one?
No.
The live action one is actually pretty awesome, I have to say.
Wait, is that the one when they're on the moon?
It's the one with Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin playing.
It was on mute, whatever I was watching.
Oh, jeez.
It was... I don't know. It felt a bit... They went to that place where you always see, at like the ending of the commercial, they're at that circle that people always, like, base jump off of, that you always see. That,
yeah,
like,
that...
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Okay.
Just live act... I don't know. The acting, it was bad.
Yeah, that was on mute. It was a Facebook video, so it's just like, what am I looking at right now? And then I started doing something else, but it was still playing in the background, so I saw it out of my peripheral vision.
I don't know.
We're killing Nick right now.
Yeah.
I'm just dying.
I don't know, guys. Have you ever been into Halo or anything like that?
Yeah, I really liked Halo. I liked Halo 2. I don't think I've ever actually played Halo 3, but we played Death Pony a whole lot.
Did you ever like get into the like multiplayer aspect of it at all?
Well, that's what Death Pony is.
Oh.
Death Pony's a game mode we made up
okay.
ourselves.
Okay, yeah. Well, Destiny, it still has that like same attitude that like they made with the first couple Halos, and that's that, it's all about the community and stuff. So if you're into that, and I'm into that. I'm into the whole, the player base make the game type of attitude.
It doesn't seem like you can do too much with it, though.
It's...
I mean, once again, this is from complete ignorance.
It kind of is. Even out of my ignorance, I don't know what it's going to be completely like. I don't know how big the game's going to be. All I know is that I had a lot of fun playing the beta, and I couldn't stop playing it, and I played it till the very end. Like, I was kicking the ball around in the tower with a bunch of different people, and then just, boop, they turned the beta off, and I was, like, really sad. Because I was having fun.
Someone in the server room just yanked the cord out.
No balls for you!
That's what it felt like.
No, but, I don't know. I played it. It's a good game. It's like, it's built very well. It plays very well. It's just not a game type that I'm really interested in. For what it does, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think, though, that I'm really into a social shooter game. I don't think if I was going to play it, it would be mostly myself, and that sounds like that's not the way to play it.
I was actually having most fun just playing by myself, actually.
Oh.
Most of the time I was playing by myself, come to think of it.
What was that game that they had that was like the 128 people on a battlefield?
Oh god, Mag.
Yeah, Mag.
So
is it like Mag, but
no.
Everyone's on the same side?
Nothing like Mag. I saw Kevin, my younger brother, play Mag. That was a trash heap of a game.
Trash heap of a game.
Well, see, the way the multiplayer works is in, like, two different ways. There's the Crucible, and then there's the main campaign. And the main campaign is just like an MMO, where you just wander around, and there's other people there, everywhere you go. And then there's the Crucible, which is like PvP, which is like pretty much Halo multiplayer. Like, you just launch the Crucible, and then you see, like, the matchmaking playlists and stuff like that. It's just, like, basic Halo matchmaking.
Yeah. So it's like Burnout Paradise that you have to go in-game to do multiplayer stuff?
Yeah. Except it's more like, you know, you launch into space, which is, like, the level select screen, and the Crucible is, like, one of the things you can hit. So it's not really in-game as much as it is. It's, like, integrated. Menu? Yeah, interactive menu integrated.
Okay. But why should we play it, though?
Well, I'm not going to tell you why you should play it, but why I'm going to play it is because I like social multiplayer games that are... And I like the genre. It's in the sci-fi... I don't know. It feels... I don't know how to describe it, okay? I really don't know how to describe why I really like it. Maybe it's the soundtrack. I don't know.
Maybe you're just brainwashed.
Maybe I'm just brainwashed.
See, they did put that subliminal messaging in that one Halo game.
Which one?
Was it like Halo 3 where they have a little poster that has Destiny in it?
Oh yeah, Halo 3 ODST.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it says Destiny awaits, and it has the Traveler, and it has a picture of Earth.
Interesting.
The Traveler is the ball thing you've seen in all the marketing and stuff.
You remember, you're talking to someone who hasn't seen pretty much any of the marketing.
The big floating moon looking thing.
Yeah, it's a giant spaceship, basically.
Oh, I thought that was the moon.
No.
It's a moon looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
The actual moon is further out still, right?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know anything about that game.
Well, as I said, I didn't even know it was based on Earth. Like, apparently it's based on Earth.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. So yeah, the moon would be further away if that thing was that big.
Unless the moon's crashing down on Earth.
So it's just every game Nick plays just goes into each other. Is that what it's gonna be?
It feels like a hybrid of a bunch of different games. That's what it feels like.
Cool.
Like Borderlands, Halo, World of Warcraft, Mass Effect, bunch of stuff.
I heard the developers of that game get really mad if you try to equate it to being like Borderlands.
Yeah.
Or like Diablo.
Well, it kind of has those elements, though. I mean,
I mean, I can see how it's very different, but when explaining it to someone who has no idea what it is, that sounds like what it is. It's a first-person shooter, and you gain loot by killing things. And when you kill things, you get... There's like 4 different currencies when I played that alpha. That turned me off.
Yeah.
It was like, defeat this by doing this. Like, with like 30% of your health.
Oh, yeah, the bounties, and then there's there's a bunch of different stuff.
So you think there's going to be in-game purchases then?
No.
Oh god, microtransactions.
I think they said that there's not going to be any microtransactions.
It's sad that we have to specify that in this game.
I know, it really is.
What about those energy bars where you do an action and then you have to wait 30 minutes? Or you could buy now.
Oh boy. So you're really looking forward to this game, huh, Nick?
Yeah, I am.
Is that what, Tuesday?
Mm-hmm. Coming out Tuesday. I'll talk all about it next week.
I will talk about NHL 14 all next week.
Okay.
I don't know that we're going to be able to do this next week because I'm going to be in Canada.
Well, you fucker.
Oh!
Well, obviously I did not convince you guys, so...
I'm just still completely ignorant of what and how and who and why it is.
Well, I'll stream it and you can judge it for yourself when you watch me, if you have a chance.
I mean, maybe.
Doesn't do much for this podcast.
No, it doesn't.
No. Oh boy.
Yeah,
John laying down the truth.
It opened up with, like... It was the alpha, so it had, like, no intro. It was just, like, suddenly you're just shooting at people immediately.
Oh, it didn't have the intro in the alpha?
No.
Oh, that's, like, what grabbed me right away was the intro. It was so well done.
Oh, maybe it had the intro, but I completely ignored it.
Maybe. I love the intro. I thought it was really cool because it's like they're landing on Mars, and it's like kind of like picturing the Mars landing as like we perceive it to happen in the future or something. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. And then they just find the Traveler, and then it's just like destiny, you know. Then they, there's all that exposition stuff. I just thought it was really well done.
I think it just starts off where you're in the middle of like a mission, like one of those strike. Is it called strike attacks?
Strikes, yeah.
Strikes.
Yeah.
I think it just starts off in the middle of one of them.
Oh, that's different than what the beta was.
Maybe the alpha was the absolute worst way to try and give someone any information on that game, because I played it, waited 2 days, the alpha was over, the beta happened, I had no urge of even downloading it, and then I just canceled my pre-order.
Oh, that's sad. I see. Okay, well, before the beta even happened, I did not play the alpha, and I stayed like completely away from it because I'm like, I'm not going to try and get into that or whatever. But at the time, I was like, that game's probably going to be crap. It has that like way too big to fail thing going on about it, like the Titanic or something. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to try it out. And then my friend's like, hey, do you want a beta key? And I'm like, all right. And I start installing it, and I start hearing the music, and I'm like, I'm probably wrong about what I thought. Like, just from hearing the music and seeing the concept art. Because I honestly had no idea what the game was going to be like before that. And then the intro
still
happened.
don't know what the game's going to be like.
You're better off.
I don't know. If
We'll see.
If it's just a game like Borderlands with Halo combat, I don't know.
The combat's a little different than Halo. You can't play it like Halo because it has iron sights and stuff.
Oh, so it's like Call of Duty.
A little more like Call of Duty, yeah. With vehicles and stuff.
It's like Borderlands.
Does Borderlands have vehicles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
It sounds like a concern that I've been hearing is that there's not that much content in the original, like the full release. and that it's going to be a lot of DLC throughout the course of the 10 years they're planning on having the game out.
I can't see that happening, honestly. I think there's a lot... It's just, typical Bungie marketing. There's probably a lot more to the game than they're actually leading on.
Well, I have 3 words. World of Warcraft.
Yeah?
I mean, I guess to some degree it's it does have a lot of stuff to begin with, but then they're going to add on crap. So yeah, it's possibility could be either way, that they're banking on people liking the little they give you at first for you to buy more stuff later, or they're just, maybe they do, like you said, have a bunch of stuff.
They put what, like $100 million into the game, or was it like
No,
$1 billion?
Okay,
They're
well,
going to.
yeah, that's the full budget for the entire franchise. So that could even include like a movie or something at some point.
Or I said $1 million, but that's like nothing in making a game.
It's 500 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for like 10 years
Mhm.
of extra development and advertising.
Sequels.
And yeah, sequels if they happen, or expansions if they happen, tie-in live action stuff if they do any more of that,
Esports.
Toys.
Esports. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess they could put that into like tournament pots and stuff like that.
I could see it becoming competitive. Like the Crucible.
I mean, if it's got a good multiplayer, that's all you really need to survive anymore. Except for, well, I guess that's not true, because that's literally all Titanfall had.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it has a story and a campaign. You can play it by yourself and enjoy the story. So it's not like Titanfall where it's like you're just thrown in matches and they have like dialogue and stuff going on. It's more like you're thrown into the game.
They don't shoehorn in the story while you're waiting in the loading screen.
Yeah, it's it's clear they've worked on this for like a really long time. Like they've had this idea in mind for like decades, apparently.
Decades?
Yeah. Like the team at Bungie, like the people who have been there for like forever, they've had this idea like forever. Like since they started, since like Marathon apparently.
Oh, okay. I don't know. When I heard decades, I'm like, that sounds too long. And I kind of did the math in my head. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, decades isn't so long when decade is 2004.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Half-Life 2 came out like 10 years ago? Jeez. Valve, the wait for Half-Life 3 is excruciating.
Half-Life 3 already came out.
Oh no.
It was the episodes.
That was what it was supposed to be, but they didn't finish the trilogy of the episodes. Like they said they were going to, so they fucked up.
At this point, do you even want a Half-Life 3? It's not gonna. It's gonna be.
There's no way it can possibly.
It's gonna
meet our
be
expectations.
Duke Nukem forever, all over again.
Yeah.
They're going to have to release it the same day they announce it.
That would be actually pretty awesome if they did something like that.
Yeah.
Like just like Half-Life 3.
Yep.
I can see them doing that. Just being like, Half-Life 3 comes out tomorrow. Good night.
No, not even tomorrow. Just be like, show up at E3. I don't even know
Half-Life
who's...
3's out.
Like, not even... Just show up at Microsoft. Just break in. Just Half-Life
3's out.
As he's getting pulled away by security, he just screams Half-Life 3, and then
and then it's live.
yep.
They should just like pop up on Steam, like everyone's Steam account, and be like, Half-Life 3 goes live in 10 minutes, and then just like have the world explode for that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that. That would kill the Steam.
Or they could do a playable teaser, like Disguise it as a different game. Pull a Kojima.
Oh, that PT thing is crazy.
I love PT so much.
I watched a video of it.
I want to steal your PS4 to play it, John.
What? No. You can't.
Just bring it over on Saturday, and I'll just play it at your or at my place.
I don't want to
Just ignore
transport that
everybody.
thing.
I know, you and your crazy fear of transporting Sony products.
Well, I did
I
it
have
once,
no problem
and
doing
I had
that.
a PS3 die that way.
Yeah, I know.
It may have been running folding at home 24/7 that killed it, but
Probably that.
that
I have no problem moving my consoles. I move my consoles all the time because I don't have the room for it. So I don't have enough like HDMI ports on my TV, so I'm just like, well, I gotta, move stuff anyway. Well,
I just got an HDMI splitter, like a switch
Oh,
for
nice.
HDMI. It cost me like $60, and I was like, fine, all right.
I have just enough ports for my PS3, my PS4, and my Wii U. I've retired the Xbox 360.
Oh, have you been playing your Wii U at all?
Kinda.
Kinda.
I more have bought it because it was a good deal, and because I was also going to get Wind Waker HD for free. And I figured buying that instead of waiting. And I don't know. I had no regrets. I played Mario Kart 8 a bit more last week.
Are you gonna get Bayo too?
Maybe. I've yet to play. I didn't play the first one.
Well, luckily, in the United States, when you buy Bayo 2, you get Bayo 1.
There you go.
Okay.
No excuses, John.
Okay.
Yeah,
I heard
I
Bayonetta
guess-
was amazing.
it's pretty fun. I like it. I think before Peace Walker, I'm gonna go back and try to beat it now that I've got my platinum chops back.
And I think Nintendo's having a sale on like Super or what is it, like Mario 3D World for the Wii U. I might end up buying that and playing it. $30 digital.
I've started doing this thing when I'm looking for games that like I'll go to electronic departments of like places that you wouldn't think about going to, and like seeing what random old stuff they have lying around. That's how I ended up getting the Demon's Souls.
Yeah.
For like $20 because it was next to a bunch of PS2 games in a Walmart in some crappy town somewhere. Which I was surprised that Walmart would still be selling PS2 games, but apparently it was that crappy of a town. But I went to the Sears in the local mall, and I thought, let's go see what they have. And I ended up getting Super Paper Mario for $10. And I was
Wow.
like, all right, that'll work.
I went to a Kmart inside of a mall recently. That was the most depressing game section I've ever seen
Yeah.
because it was in a mall kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Was it the Mills?
No. It was in near Indiana.
Oh. It was the Indiana Mall?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That depressing
Hey.
place.
Oh.
Oh, no. But I went in there and I'm like, there's still a PSP section up. There's no Vita,
Oh.
just PSP.
I don't
the
even
Target-
like looking at that place.
PSP disc games are still on the shelves, full price.
Full price?
Yes.
That's embarrassing. I went to the Target near me recently, and I was looking at their clearance section right near their electronic stuff because sometimes they have some pretty good deals for games there. And they had this like I think it was called Star Forge or something like that, and then they had Street Fighter 4, and then they had some other game that I kind of wanted, but it was like I thought it was probably on sale. And they're all sitting there in clearance, and so I go up, I ask them like, "Hey, these don't have any like price tags on them. They were in clearance. Like, what are their prices?" The game like Star Forge or whatever it was that like I hadn't even heard of. It just sounded interesting. It was like $40, and I was like,
Clearance?
What is this? I was like, "This isn't clearance. This is full price." But basically, what had happened is they got put into clearance, and no one ever put a sticker on there. So it's just all full price anyways. And I was like, well, that's a waste of time. No thanks.
It's worth it.
I wanted to at least build up a little bit of my abilities in fighting games before I build my my arcade cabinet, so I can not suck terribly the first little bit.
Just button mash.
I suck so bad at fighting games. It's not even funny. I can't even button mash and get away with it.
You just haven't been playing the right fighting games then.
Yeah.
You gotta play Tekken. Just lame it out.
I think I'm good at Tekken, and I think that's like about it.
It's because it's pretty easy to be good at Tekken. You just button mash. Yeah, I the only one I was ever kind of good at was Gundam Battle Assault 2, and I wasn't very good at that one. Well, we got really off topic there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
It works.
Yeah. Oh well.
Starting to talk about Kmart and Walmart and
terrible, depressing game sections. Oh, it was like all out of date signage. It had the old PS3 font, the Spider-Man font for the PS3 section. It had none of the new consoles. It had nothing new at all.
All I gotta say is don't go to the GameStop up there.
The one in the mall?
No, the one in the strip mall up the road a little bit.
Well, the one in the mall is closed.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they closed.
You're talking about the one at the Walmart?
The one by Walmart is the only one open up there now.
Yeah, don't go to that one.
Hey, that's all I have.
Yeah, the guy there was a guy who worked there that was a huge prick.
I might have met him. I don't know.
He probably
did his name start with an S?
I don't remember, but he kept talking about. He walked up and had a conversation with me, and I was clearly not interested in it, but I kept talking with him. He talked about like beating his kid in games, beating his kid in games, and being really happy about it.
Damn it, GameStop.
I don't know. I just go to the Exchange. I like the Exchange.
The Exchange is good. I haven't been in there in a long time.
Yeah, I go there every once in a while. The one chick there keeps hitting on me with my fiance there. It's kind of awkward.
That's when you backhand her. Tell her who's what. Okay, don't do that.
No, probably not. I think the last time I was there, we were trying to find GameCube controllers to play Super Smash, but we didn't find any. We'd have found a Wavebird, and they were selling it for like $60.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, that's a little much.
Yeah, that is. That's a little more than a little much.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. It might have been like 40, but even still, anything above like 20 for a Wavebird, I'm not willing to pay. Unless you're a light gun, I'm not going to spend $40 on you.
Well, I'm thinking of buying a white PS4 controller.
White power, right, John? You're racist.
No, that's not it. I had a white PS3 controller, and it was the best textured controller. It's weird. Yeah. They have a weird... The black controllers on PS3 have a really weird, cheap plastic feel to them. At least now they do. I don't know if it was originally like that.
No, they do.
Still. And the white ones just felt so much more solid and just not cheap.
Well, I'm not going to lie. Seeing that white PS4 commercial kind of made me go, meh, I'd almost buy that. You know? Not yet, but almost there.
Yeah, it's a nice looking console.
The controller looks weird because the buttons and the touchpad is still black.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
But
they could have been like silver or something.
Maybe it was just the technology that had to be black or something like that.
Yeah.
They probably just ordered a bunch of the cases, put the circuit board and the buttons in there, and called it a day.
Maybe it says that it would be too expensive to make a whole separate touchpad in a different color.
Yeah.
They just grabbed from the same supply.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, that the DualShock 4 is probably my favorite controller ever. It's comfy.
Oh, yeah. I really like it.
The triggers aren't shitty either, like the PS3 ones. Like, they actually feel like they've been designed to actually, like, work and function like they should. You know, actually working the way they're supposed to is always an improvement.
Yeah, I'm looking at this white PS4 controller right now.
You gonna buy it?
Yep. $60 probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're really expensive. Like, I want to get another controller for my PS4 so I can get the Mortal Kombat and play it with friends, but Jesus, controllers are expensive.
Glacier White. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, that's what they call the PS3 one, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I bought that one, and then that one lasted me like 4 or 5 years until the charging port stopped working.
I'm gonna include this link he just sent me because the link says PS4's new Glacier White model is cooler than cool.
I take that back.
That's pretty lame. That's what that is. I don't know. It does look pretty good though.
Yeah, even with the cheap, have everything the same color as the standard controller.
Yeah. This looks like a Photoshop job. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
What it even says down there, design and specifications are subject to change without notice. So it's probably a Photoshop job.
I feel like they had promotional stuff with that on it. With that controller.
Well, I just mean like all the buttons and everything have like a clearly defined black outline around them. Like everything about it just seems like it's a Photoshop job.
Yeah, it kind of does. It probably looks way different, like in reality.
There's a physical photo of it.
As we're critiquing photos, people are going to be looking at later during the podcast. This is going to be riveting.
Riveting.
Yeah.
It does look a little awkward, but I mean, it doesn't look weird. It just
looks fine.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the more it looks normal. That PS4 looks really nice.
It looks fucking awesome, is what it looks like. The little blue line on it.
Dave's going to be getting a PS4 now.
No, I already spent money today. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to at least wait a week or so.
Or at least until Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out. Or if you decide to get it on PC.
But then you won't be able to get the white one. It's the Destiny bundle.
That's true.
There'll still be some of those around for all the people that don't care about the game.
Yeah, on eBay
like
for $450,000.
Man, I was still seeing like Wii bundles and like Uncharted bundles and...
You're talking about systems that are old.
Well, I'm just saying that like there was a lot of those left over. I mean, you really think that Destiny is going to sell the system for a lot of people?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, my friend's buying a PS4 just for Destiny. So
see, I never buy a system for one game, unless that game is The Last Guardian.
Well, he's going to be picking up other games probably. So, most people wouldn't buy a console just for one game. Not that I have anything to know about that.
I mean, honestly, like the only reason I didn't buy a PS3 is because The Last Guardian hadn't come out on it yet.
Yeah.
And then I finally just gave in after the PS4 was pretty much slated to come out, and I was like, well, Last Guardian's probably not going to come out on PS3, so I guess I can get it and finally play some of the games on there.
That's still probably the saddest thing about gaming now. It's The Last Guardian never came out.
It's still being worked on, apparently.
It's still there.
I hope so.
It's still there. They keep giving like random little updates about how like they have to keep rebuilding the game and like they're refocusing and have a smaller team and like all this random stuff, and it's still gonna be there. I have a feeling it's one of those games that like it's actually going to come out years after it's supposed to. Well, obviously, but it's actually going to come out still and actually be pretty cool.
So what do you think is going to come out first, Final Fantasy 15 or Last Guardian?
Final Fantasy 15, because Square Enix, puts out games without thinking about quality.
Oh.
That's right, I said it. Nobody likes lightning.
Fuck lightning. Sorry. We just lost like all our reviews. Sorry.
Yeah, all our 10 viewers that are...
Oh yeah, we are we're real deep in that hardcore Final Fantasy demographic.
I know.
Yeah. I will say, though, the two games we're never going to talk about, other than in passing for the one, is Sonic the Hedgehog and Kingdom Hearts. We're never going to touch on those.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Got to go.
I could talk a lot about the Genesis Sonic games. I know.
Yes, Genesis Sonic is fine. Anything past Genesis Sonic, we are never talking about, just because of the unbelievable, ridiculous fan bases that gets into. I just don't want to deal with it.
Don't even want to acknowledge it.
Nope. They can have their little corner of the room. We'll stay in ours. Sonic Boom looks stupid.
Of course it does. It's another Sonic.
Well,
Did you notice this Sonic cycle kept going though? Like at first it was just like, okay, all right, they have dumb little costumes on. Sonic looks like Nathan Drake, whatever. And then it was like, oh yeah, Amy's here, and then oh yeah, this random new person's here. It's like, oh, they're just adding friends. This is going exactly the way the other ones do. Great.
Yay!
What am I doing? Didn't I just say we're never talking about Sonic? Damn it! I just can't help it.
What have you done?
What have I done?
I played Sonic Generations.
Why?
I had a free game rental at Redbox, and that was the only one that was remotely interesting enough.
Fair enough.
That I finished it in that one rental.
Really?
Yep. Played it one day. Completed it.
That's
in nearly 2 sittings.
That's kind of sad.
I rushed to beat it so I could return it before it charged me for it.
You had to return it before the curse activated.
Before I paid money for it in some form.
You don't want to be caught paying money for a Sonic game.
They just like look at you straight in the eye. Really, dude?
I bought the Sonic Adventure games on Steam. You get to play them. Probably never will. They're like $2.
Really?
Yeah. What have you done? We're still talking about Sonic.
I'm so sorry. What have I done? So about Kingdom Hearts. No.
Oh,
I played halfway through the first one. And then apparently
Don't stop. Seriously, stop right now. We are seriously going to start talking about Kingdom Hearts.
We're over capacity.
It's going to go downhill from there. Let's talk about something like Zone of the Enders. Man, Zone of the Enders is great.
There we go.
I need to play the second one.
Oh, it's so good.
I should get the HD collection.
Best sequel I've ever played. And that includes Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ah!
Yeah, best sequel, like, for sequel's sake. Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 is fantastic in its own right, but, like, the best improvement of an already tested system. That's Zone of the Enders 2. Everything you don't like about 1, except for the length, is fixed in number 2.
I feel that way about Uncharted 2.
I still have those games to play as well.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I have the 1 and 2 pack, and then I got the Uncharted bundle when I bought the PS3.
Yeah, like I finished Uncharted 1, I'm like, that was pretty good, and I started Uncharted 2, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like they improved every single thing. But it's like the same game still. That's how you know it's good.
Uncharted's like a cover-based shooter, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like Gears of War meets Tomb Raider.
I was going to say Indiana Jones and give it a little bit more pedigree than Tomb Raider. But
well, I mean gameplay-wise, dude.
Okay, alright, sorry. I don't know, I just... honestly, after Mass Effect, I was kind of done with chest-high walls for a while.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
And I mean, I played Mass Effect as... what's the one with the shotgun and the pistol?
All of them?
The biotic. No, the biotic that specializes in like shotgun and
Adept.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
No, not the one that
Oh,
does like
Vanguard.
Vanguard. I did Vanguard, so I basically just charged into battle every time and said screw it to chest high walls. But I'm still just tired of them. I don't want to deal with them right now.
I know what you mean.
But that's why I'm going to play Peace Walker first, so I can actually hide behind things.
Peace Walker's a great game.
Need to play it still. I mean, I played a bit of it, but not enough.
Yeah, as I said, I think I'm going to try to beat Bayonetta, since I got, like, 3/4 of the way through the game, and then I just kind of, like, stopped playing. But hopefully I'll pick it back up and beat it, and then move on to Peace Walker.
I'm going to try to beat Dishonored before Destiny takes over my life.
I should beat that Ace Attorney game so I could play the other one I got.
Okay, so update for next week is what games we're going to play, or what games we're going to try to beat. Nick's going to try to beat Dishonored. I'm going to try to beat Bayonetta. And John is going to try to beat Ace Attorney.
Yep.
We're going to see how successful we are.
My prediction is that Nick will maybe have beaten Dishonored, and John and I will have failed entirely.
Good. That's it. I would bet that one.
Yep. Yep, because I think I'm 3/4 of the way through Bayonetta. I'm probably like less than halfway through Bayonetta.
Do we have any mail?
I don't believe so, but I'll check. It's just so depressing.
I can just
I didn't even mention it last time.
I know you didn't.
I just couldn't help it. The only one we got was from Dialga Dude. That's right, callback to a few episodes ago.
Dialga Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
he emailed us.
Yeah, he did.
Good guy.
Thank you for emailing us.
And if you want to email us, you can email us at StarminePodcast@gmail.com. And I'll read it, and we'll probably talk about it on here, because literally no one else emails us.
Yeah. Wait, no, boo!
Yeah, we have absolutely zero mail.
Okay.
Not even buy some ads?
No.
Buy some views, please?
No, we only got the one of that, and I shouldn't have unsubscribed. It would have made things a lot less disappointing.
You missed your opportunity. We are over.
We're over. It's done. Pack it up.
Pack it in.
Let me begin.
God, no, let's not go there.
Well, I think that's about a wrap, boys.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So thanks for tuning in to episode 9 of Starmine Podcast. Hope you like the slightly shorter format that we're trying to do. And everyone, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Ah!
Bye.